Afternoon.
Getting our stadium and our training facility ready for the team, it's been a lot of collaboration, a lot of communication.
How you doing? Good, how are you? Good.
We're making it as safe as we possibly
aim,
can.
Fire.
All right, all set.
Great, thank you very much.
Every day we're talking about the protocols, following CDC guidelines, New York State protocols and mandates. So a lot of work behind the scenes, but it's all for the right reasons. It's for safety.
So everybody that walks in the building at any entrance is going to come through and they're going to see a station similar to this. You're going to have hand sanitizer, going to be able to come in, grab a sanitizing wipe, and you're going to grab your contact tracer, give it a quick wipe, make sure it's sanitized, ready to go. And then we have several options to put our contact tracers that'll keep it a little easier for them to have on their person. We have disinfectant spray and some wipes. You grab your bottle, you grab this, and you go on through the day. The big thing about the contact tracers is they are going to alert us anytime we're within 6 feet of each other. So within the system, the data is going to have the contact tracer information. So if we have any positives, it's going to allow us to go back and see exactly who that positive case was close to.
So we have an infection response team that is basically designed to immediately address any positive cases that we may have in the building. The goal really is to reduce or prevent any positive cases. We know that there may be times when there is a positive case in the facility, and our goal is to prevent spread and to be able to handle contact tracing, disinfection of any potential areas of the training center that need that, and managing illness recovery with any patients.
In this room, this which used to be the old ticket office, box office, we've converted this into our isolation area. So if somebody, a player, somebody staff member, anybody comes in and they have a fever, they have some signs or symptoms of COVID-19, directly we'll bring them right into this area. As a trainer, as a doctors, we get into full PPE, gown, the masks, and then we determine what's next for them as far as getting them sent home or sent off to the doctor's office.
We've even said to the staff, think of it this way. The way we're planning to make this place safe for staff and for coaches and players to feel comfortable is, look, if you have COVID and you come to the office, if you still follow all the protocols, if everyone's wearing their mask, if they're all walking the right direction, if they're all practicing social distancing, no one else should even get COVID.
So I started on July 6th, was my first day, and that previous weekend, the league had issued the protocols for how we're going to handle COVID-19. Part of my role was really just helping to organize everybody, make sure that we were all aware of all the protocols, covering all the protocols, up to speed on the latest things, and also just communicating down from Kim and ownership to all of our staff to make sure that all the messages were consistent and clear to everybody. And then, just from a tactical perspective, just making sure that every day we were checking in.
Our security department, our legal department, our team medical doctors, our head athletic trainer, our operations vice president, and we all meet regularly to make sure that we are aware of state and local mandates, executive orders, as well as requirements from the NFL and the NFLPA. So we do meet regularly to discuss what those are and make sure that we are prepared to implement the strategies that are necessary to meet those requirements.
So we have one-way hallways here, and that's to prevent people from really interacting, which is the exact opposite of how I like to approach things. But in the COVID world, we cannot interact. There are certain areas of the office that are zoned off depending on what tier. Today I'm in tier 3, and you'll see a partition that blocks me from being able to interact or even go to the side where there's tier 1 and tier 2. And again, that's just to maintain people from bumping into each other like they would have in the past. For those employees that are not on a tier, we really appreciate everybody's sacrifice, but everybody's been amazing about accommodating that, understanding the need for keeping everybody safe and sound.
If everybody's doing these protocols properly, this could mean an extra win. This could mean winning the division. This could mean having a home game if we can keep them healthy and do our part.
The most important thing for anybody and everybody is the health and safety. Everybody across the organization has, checked their ego at the door and realistically just said, what can I do to help?
Specifically, we have taken office space, turned it into team space. For example, the ticket office is completely relocated and is currently being used for the team.
This is the old ticket office area, but now we got the individualized suite for the guys to be able to go to get the recovery, to be able to study in this area, to relax, to do whatever they need to. Then we also got the opportunity to double these rooms up to do some impact testing. So any concussion testing and things that we need to do, it's a quiet space. And again, it gives us the opportunity to spread out amongst the building and not be potentially getting each other sick.
The 3 indoor spaces that we've had to use are within our field house. It's our full team meeting room, our defensive team meeting room, and then our D-line room. And even still in that indoor field house, we're able to space guys more than 6 feet apart with a large volume of air that's in the field house. In each meeting room, we have projectors. There's no drop-off in capability and technology. Our lockers, we ended up purchasing over 30 additional lockers. We're going every other locker, which puts the guys over 6 feet apart, and then the additional lockers are able to space out throughout the room to create space for the guys to be able to still use a locker room, use every other shower, and not have any drop-off from our amenities that we have built within our facility.
It's really been a team building exercise for everybody, and that goes with, our return to work committee from HR to legal, to football operations, to stadium operations, to the equipment staff, to the training staff. And just, it's been one of those things where I think it's been good for the organization in general, just because it's a top to bottom type situation. Every leaf has been turned over, just one of those things where we don't want to miss any sort of opportunity, and it just shows the type of individuals we have in this building.